From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I'm Jolie Salee here in King Arthur Park in Bozeman, where multiple agencies responded to a structure fire.
I'm Kristen Merkel at the Gallatin Valley Food Bank following Can the Grizz and what this food drive means for the community.
6:30, Chet Lehman, Matt Elwell with you here. We won Can Grizz.
Did we?
650,000 pounds of food and money.
That's amazing.
Compared to 400. Everybody wins.
That's what I was
That's
just going to say. I don't think anybody lost on this on either side.
One contest that nobody loses in that. The folks who need it so desperately getting it. And thanks to all who dropped cans or cash for the Gallatin Valley Food Bank.
Stuff.
Meantime, outside right now, within a half a tank of gas, you can go from anywhere from 6 above to 34 above, 36 above.
Yeah, the temperature's quite a change.
Phenomenal difference.
And most of it dealing with wind. I've talked about this a lot. You get the wind that mixes up that lower atmosphere. If the lighter wind, all that cold air sinks. It's like opening the freezer, right? That cold air sinks to your toes.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's going on here. 6 degrees in Butte, 8 degrees in Belgrade. Shut the door, people. We are going to see a little more cloud cover by the afternoon, but we're going to get some bright sunshine for the first part of the day. That's going to help warm things up. We've got a bit of an inversion here in the valleys in southwest Montana. That's why we're dealing with that cold air right now. Daytime highs back into the 30s. Looks like more cloud cover late in the afternoon. We do have another round of snow heading our direction. We're going to break down how much, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. 6:32 now. Multiple fire departments responding to a fire at a trailer park west of Bozeman yesterday. It was just one of 3 structure fires the Bozeman fire responded to during the day. In addition to the trailer park fire, a house fire on Bozeman's north side, and a report of an attic fire at a Belgrade commercial business. As MTN's Jolie Salee reports, this time of year, busy for firefighters.
I'm here in King Arthur Park in Bozeman, where multiple agencies responded to a structure fire that started in the back end of this trailer. As we were rolling up to the scene, we counted 14 first responder vehicles.
Highlight Fire, Bozeman Fire, Central Valley Fire, Gateway Fire, and Fort Ellis Fire all responded to help with this, along with AMR for medical needs.
At about 8:56, fire departments were called out to this structure fire. Highlight Fire Chief Chris Dahlhauser said the teamwork between the fire departments made for a successful operation.
We actually had it knocked down within the first few minutes of being on scene.
Dahlhauser says thankfully there were no injuries.
There's 2 or 3 people that lived there, but they were all not home at the time.
But their dog was. Luckily, the 2 residents were reunited with their furry friend who found his way out of the home just in time. Dahlhauser says they respond to way more structure fires in the winter as opposed to the summer months.
And I think one of the bigger causes of that is portable space heaters and then chimney fires.
He shared some simple safety tips and precautions that can prevent most heating fires from happening. Keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away from heating equipment like a furnace, fireplace, wood stove, or portable space heater. Never use your oven to heat your home. Have heating equipment and chimneys cleaned and inspected every year by a professional. Test your smoke alarms once a month. Remember to turn off portable heaters when leaving the room and going to bed, and make sure your fireplace has a sturdy screen to stop sparks from flying into the room. As for the cause of the fire at King Arthur Park,
It is under investigation at this time.
in Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.
All right, thank you, Jolie. 6:34 now. Election season has come to an end with the certification of the results taking place at the Gallatin County Courthouse. TN's Edgar Cedillo has a quick breakdown of the results.
Gallatin County Commissioners met with Clerk and Recorder Eric Samrod on Monday to certify the results of the 2022 midterm election. Samrod pointed out that many voters across Gallatin County waited to drop off their ballot the day of Election Day, which contributed to 2 things. One, a longer time to get results back. County officials didn't finish counting until early Thursday morning after the election. He also noted that because of people waiting to drop off their ballots, voter turnout lagged in the days leading up to the election.
That's 24% of all absentees were received back on Election Day. That is huge. It's like 4 times what we would receive on a regular day.
Samrod also pointed out that the late returns could have been connected to the mailing issues that the county had experienced in the weeks leading up to the election.
I think it is partially due to that, yes. So, but it's only speculation.
So now the results are certified, Gallatin County will have a new attorney for the first time in 26 years. Audrey Cromwell beat out incumbent Marty Lambert, and Jennifer Boyer beat out Joe Flynn in the county commissioner's race in this seat, which was left open by the retirement of Joe Skinner. With Boyer's win, this solidifies a Democratic majority on the county commission. Two other questions that were somewhat confusing on the Gallatin County ballot came from West Yellowstone and Manhattan. Both of these towns had a question on the ballot whether or not to permit marijuana businesses within city limits. Voters in both Manhattan and West Yellowstone voted to not allow marijuana businesses within the city limits. In Bozeman, Edgar Cedillo, MTN News.
All right, 6:35. During the pandemic, school lunches were free across the country, but only a small number of states extended that into this school year, and an even smaller number made it permanent. But it's an issue that turned up on ballots this month, giving voters a chance to have a say. Elizabeth Ruiz explains where the funding will be found.
When I was a kid, I was thankful I never had to go hungry at lunch, but I do remember when my account would run out of money, they would write on my wrist how much my family owed. For me, it wasn't that big of a deal. I would go home and my parents would write a check for the next day, but I can only imagine how difficult it would be for families who couldn't do that.
Okay, 2 hands if you can. When you have access to school meals for children who need them, you have less kids with academic issues, you have less behavioral issues.
Colorado is now the third state to implement a universal free lunch program, joining California and Maine. Ashley Wieland works for Hunger Free Colorado, an organization that advocates for access to anti-hunger programs. She says a growing number of states are interested in creating a free lunch program to replace the federal program from the 2021 to 2022 school year. The intent was to buffer families from the spike in hunger and economic hardship caused by the pandemic. Georgetown University professor of public policy Krista Ruffini explains the federal government waived the income requirements to qualify for free and reduced lunches.
What this meant is if a school applied, then all of the students would be able to get free school meals regardless of how much their family's income was.
But that ended this past summer. Since then, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Washington, and Wisconsin have introduced free lunch-related bills. Colorado's bill is the only one that made it onto the ballot.
We'll use all of the federal resources we can, like free and reduced lunch, but those students who don't qualify for that and need it will still be able to get the food they need, and the state will pay the difference.
The state will pay the difference by raising income taxes for Colorado's top 5% of earners.
In the case of Colorado, they're paying for it through essentially increasing taxes on families that are earning the most. So they're limiting the state income tax deduction that families, married couples earning more than $300,000 are eligible to take.
Before it was passed, critics questioned whether the free meal program was necessary since low-income students will continue receiving free meals under federal law.
There you are!
However, Ashley says the universal nature of this program could help normalize the idea of free lunches for all students, reducing shame for those who rely on it. Ashley says this effect was seen during the federal government Free Lunch for All program.
Across the state, we saw about a 19 to 20% increase in more kids eating lunch in Colorado, so over 68,000 more kids a day.
In Denver, I'm Elizabeth Ruiz reporting.
All right, the Can the Grizz numbers are in. MSU and the Gallatin Valley clear winners. But as MTN's Kristen Merkel explains, the cause means way more than the competition.
MSU and Gallatin Valley communities have won the Can the Grizz food drive against U of M, and I'm here at the Gallatin Valley Food Bank to find out what this win means and what it's doing for the community.
Each community sees which food bank can bring in the most pounds and dollars to support their food banks.
Can the Grizz is an off-the-field competition between MSU and U of M to donate food and money to their local communities. In the 23 years that this competition has taken place, Gallatin Valley Food Bank's program manager Laura Stonecipher says MSU has only lost 4 times.
U of M had over 428,000 combined dollars and pounds of food, while MSU had over 613,000.
Stonecipher is excited to see all of the food rolling in from the drive.
Canned goods, turkeys. Turkeys are still flowing in today, so that's exciting. packaged food.
Although MSU might have won this food drive, the win doesn't matter as much as the amount of food and money these food banks have collected to help feed Montana.
What's really exciting is if you add those two communities together, it's over 1 million pounds of food and dollars. Those results are larger than the state of Montana population.
She says this amount of food will help keep a stable inventory.
It's been a tough year. Our food purchasing budget has really been run down because we're paying more to buy food. So all of the foods and funds will just help replenish our inventory.
And the food bank is much appreciative of all the donations and support they have received through Can the Grizz.
We appreciate being able to support and serve our communities and truly are grateful for everyone who made a contribution.
In Bozeman, Kristen Merkel, MTN News.
Oh, a great win for both communities. 6:41, time for a quick break.